Hey there, pool players. It's Mike.
And Mike.
Of course, we're your real estate sponsors with Q Sports Live. We love getting involved and supporting all the great pool matches that these guys put on. There's a big tournament coming up this weekend. You're going to have some great matches to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one thing Mike and I did is we thought we'd pull out of this tournament to give everybody a chance and, just sponsor a couple things and keep you guys in mind. But you'll be watching some great matches, and good luck to everybody playing.
And if you're sick of watching pool matches and you just start dreaming about real estate, give us a shout. We love helping pool players, and to all the pool players that continue to support our business, thank you guys very much. Enjoy all the matches, and give us a chat if you want to talk some real estate.
Yeah, we'll chat with you guys soon. Thanks.
Awesome. Have a good weekend. Happy long weekend. Enjoy the pool matches.
Boy,
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're back live at the first annual Q Sports Live Invitational, held in Calgary, Alberta at the Leather Pocket Billiards. Right now we are watching Darren Churchill and Jeff Wanless. First game, Wanless. Sorry,
Wanless?
it's pronounced
Wanless?
Wanless.
Wanless?
I did get that correct pronunciation from him earlier.
House pro out of Top Shots in Edmonton.
House pro and a manager. Manager at Top Shots, also a really nice pool room there. You've probably seen a couple streams that we've had there. We are back, Gary, that's correct. These guys are teammates, close friends. This will be a fun match to watch. And it is myself, Ben Francis. Alongside me is the one and only Royce Kwan, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
He's famous in Q Sports Live land for winning
Boy,
so many raffles.
They're going to regret putting me on there.
I bet. And on the other table, we got Cass Burns and Kevin Beskel, but I'm not sure what the score is, so I'll have to watch this for a minute and then switch over there.
Churchy's playing Jeff Wanless. Wanless,
Wanless, pronounced, like as if it was an O and not an A. Right? Wanless. Yeah, I could probably make that print a little bigger as well. It is a little smaller than what we had it before. Must have had a long name in there. Hopefully that's a little easier to read. This is going to be a fun one. These guys definitely are good friends, but they're both going to be wanting to kill each other here.
Oh, absolutely.
I know they're both really competitive.
And they're both out of Edmonton, am I correct?
Yeah, Churchill plays out of Top Shots and plays on a team with Jeff Wanless.
We're just going to keep...
Wanless.
Yeah, we're just going to keep mispronouncing his name.
I just pronounce them how they're spelled usually, right?
Yeah, right.
We got a couple other good matches going on around the room, too. Looks like Eugene's playing Richard. We got Lan Fong has started against Larry Walper. Looks like we got a match just finished. Andy one spot. Jason one spot's playing Michael Peters. A couple of good ones.
It is a pretty full room in here.
And it's packed. This is a packed house. All the 9-foots are being played on.
Absolutely.
We have...
Even overflowing into another pool hall.
We're overflowing into Hidden Spot this weekend. And we're giving Joanne is giving a discount to any players that are in this tournament.
Yeah, I believe 10% off on
$8 an hour and 10% off food or something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, she's kicking back too. Shannon, it's not Grant, it's Ben. I know we sound very similar. Only longtime viewers like Royce Kwan know the difference between my voice and Grant's voice.
Glad all the pool halls in Alberta play nicely together. Looks like we brought in a referee in today, Wayne Knight, very decorated referee. He referees for BCA, ACS, CCS, VNEA, and I'm sure a couple other sanctions I can't remember.
Mr. Knight?
Yes.
Yeah, he's jack of all trades when it comes to refereeing. Best in the business, in my opinion. And I did play Shanna Lynn. I played one match today against Steve Kirakakis. He's got a weird one too.
Yeah.
And I won 9-4, so I don't play until tomorrow, but I play Jason Klatt tomorrow.
Ooh,
That'll be a good one.
Fun one. Yes.
At 1 o'clock. He's got his hands full. I'm playing good. That's funny.
I love seeing all these professionals here.
This is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes.
We had Tyler Steyer doing some commentary earlier. We'll have John Mora in here, Jason Klatt. We'll get a little bit of everyone. Royce Kwan.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have some Royce.
I unfortunately lost my match. I am out.
You're out. And there's
I
no
am
second
out.
chance this year, but
No second chance.
But eventually, this tournament will be big enough. We'll have a second chance, too. So right now, the second chance is on the 9-foot tables, trying to find somebody to match up against. Yeah, Guy Nicklin's funny. He made the same comment on Facebook that he did on YouTube, that my voice sounds shorter than Grant's. Very funny, Guy. Guy was one of the players that was invited to this tournament, but unfortunately couldn't make it.
Oh.
Tried to get at least one Ginger playing. So we invited both Ginger brothers, and neither one of them came. Well, looks like pretty thin cut here for Jeff on this 14 ball. And trying to shape the 8 isn't going to be easy. Oh, he made a really good pot.
Yes.
And he's got a shot at the 8. That was a great shot. And you'll notice Jeff has a very weird pace, but it works fantastic for him. He takes one practice stroke before he hits the ball. And it's a little unorthodox, but he's practiced it enough that he's very good at it. Oh, and maybe they saw a roll. That ball rolled straight by my eyes.
Look straight to me.
But not always that easy to see from our view either. I got my Invitational shirt today.
I saw that.
Amazing looking shirts.
Very good looking.
And they feel as great as they look.
I haven't ordered mine yet, but options are there.
Yeah, 4 different options too is really nice. I'm sure you'll be sporting one in the near future.
Of course.
You rarely miss an opportunity to get a sweet shirt like that. So Churchy to break. They call him Churchy. His name's Darren Churchill. Some people call him Church. Some people call him Churchy. Not too many people call him Darren. Take what you make. What do you get here? It looks like you got a stripe and a solid. Open table. Gotta love it when that happens. But he's going to shoot this 13 nice and close by. Oh, and he missed it. And this is funny because these guys play very similar. Church plays really quick too.
Mm-hmm.
if I was to place an over-under on this match, even if it went hill-hill, it's under 2 hours for sure. It's probably like an hour if it goes 9-7 because they both play so fast. Jeff tends to think a little longer, but once he's down on the ball, he takes one stroke and hits it. But he's good at it. He's really good at it. I've played Jeff quite a few times. I've played both these guys quite a bit, but me and Jeff have
I've
had
played
some
Jeff
good
quite a
battles.
few times too.
Yeah,
Never played Church too much. A few times when I go to the Alberta Bar Box or something like that.
Yeah, one of the big events.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff plays a lot of events. Church tends to stay in the Edmonton area a little more. I'd say Jeff travels a little bit more than Church, but once we invited Church to this event, he wasn't going to pass up this opportunity.
Oh, of course. This is the event of the year.
This is the biggest event that anyone's had in easily 10 years in Western Canada.
Yes.
But probably 20 years
I
in
would put this
Alberta.
bigger than the Alberta Cup.
This is much bigger than the Alberta Cup. We did get payouts posted, I believe, now. And so I'll get a picture of those pretty quick. But I do know first prize is $6,500. I'd like to get my hands on that. But first I'm going to try to beat Jason Klatt. So
Yeah.
one step at a time. And it looks
Hello,
like
Gail.
Jeff missed a pretty easy ball there. And yeah, Shannon, I'll get a picture of the payouts and I'll post them on the tournament desk here. Because we'll get that question quite a bit, but I can tell you first prize is 6,500 Canadian dollars. And even 17th through 24th is going to get $300.
That's pretty good.
Which is your entry back plus a few bucks in your pocket. Yeah, a little bit of gas money, exactly. And I believe tomorrow we'll be doing a draw for all the players that went 2 and out this year.
Yes, I believe it's entry into the next event.
A free entry into next year's event.
That is awesome.
Somebody will get a free entry. We gave away a free cue that was donated from Jacoby. Albert Augustin was lucky enough to win that.
$1,500 US cue.
That's a beauty cue too. I wanted it. I just told Grant, how about we just give away my cue and I'll take that. It didn't fly.
He was quite excited to win.
Albert was really happy to win that. As happy as anyone, yeah. Thanks, Rick Marshall. Appreciate it. Doug, this is on CompuSport under the Q Sports Live Invitational tab. Looks like we got another rule question. We've had plenty of those this weekend.
Yes. This take what you make rule is a little bit different for me.
It's different for all of us. I don't think a lot of these players have played much take what you make. I know the American players have played a lot more. But as far as the Alberta players, the Calgary players, we never play take what you make. Never have. This is my first time.
This is my first time.
Personally, I love it. I've always thought 8-ball is a little too easy on these tables, and especially with the good players, they make it look too easy.
Absolutely.
And now take what you make, it really makes you think, and you have to get a little bit lucky on the break too.
Exactly. You got to sink one of each.
Ideally, sink one of each, yeah. Randy Gallant, there's another gentleman that was invited to this tournament. Couldn't make it, unfortunately.
It's unfortunate he put that behind the 14 ball.
Yeah, so do you risk jumping at this? I think you have to jump at this, right? The kick is pretty tough. The side pocket's right in the way.
It's a pretty small side pocket, too.
So I think you have to jump, and he is going for the jump cue, I believe. No, he's going to go 2 rails and try to kick it in the side. I don't know if that works on this table unless you hit it break speed to straighten out off the rail.
Yeah.
That's pretty tough.
Definitely a swing and a miss on that one.
Yeah, there you go, David. David says, in a few years, my cues will be collectible due to my worldwide notoriety. Maybe I can sell them to Royce once they're collectibles.
Oh, yes. I need more cues.
Dan wants to know how many players remain. There's still, I believe, only
About half field.
a handful of players have been knocked out.
Yeah.
I think we're only
by now,
second
a lot
or
of
third
the,
round of
the
B-side.
double tappers have been out.
Yeah.
So maybe half field now.
Yeah, getting closer to half field. We're going to bring back all the players on the A side tomorrow. A side players will play 2 matches tomorrow. That'll get them to the final 4 on the A side for Monday. And we're hoping to bring back 4 on the B side as well for Monday, but it might be 8 that we bring back on Monday.
Depending on time.
B-side, depending how it goes. Yeah. And guys like this will help our cause, let me tell you, because these guys will play this match in about an hour. They don't take much time to shoot. Both great players. I expect them to run a lot of racks once they settle in a little bit.
Oh.
And you might see a miss here and there like that in early games from these guys. And I know there's not many diamond tables in Edmonton.
No, there isn't.
So they don't really play on these tables much, so they're not used to the way the pockets are cut. But once they figure it out, they'll start running lots of
Although
racks.
they have those 9-foot Wakira tables at Top Shots.
Yeah, the Waraka, and they're really
Warakas?
good tables, yeah. And those pockets are tight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And these guys play a ton on 9-foot tables, so bar box still looks a little bit simple to them. As you can see, Darren likes to hit the balls hard. Fires them in there. And it looks like we're on break on the other table as well. So we'll throw up a couple of our ads here. MCI Construction, which is Grant Zemp's company, one of the sponsors of this event. They do soffit, fascia, siding, roofing, eaves trough, and cladding, plus pretty much everything else exterior on your house. You can give them a text or call them on the number there.
I do not believe Kevin Beavis is playing right now because he just knocked me out about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, those guys will still be at least a couple hours until they play that match. Another one of our great sponsors here, JB Cases. Protection your cue deserves, design you desire.
Hey, Jared. Yes, we're reading the YouTube chats.
And we do have this CSL viewer advantage, number 10. Has Royce bought in on that yet?
I have, actually.
He has.
But I've only put in $20.
Wow.
I have to give everyone else a chance this year.
Early days yet. Still goes until Monday will be the draw date for this, guys. And Jeff and Darren just took a quick break, but
that
they're
makes
back
the
now.
cues, David Jacoby? As in Jacoby Hughes?
I thought his son's name is Brandon, right?
Correct.
Correct. And yes, we're reading the YouTube and the Facebook. That's where Jared got mixed up there. Said David who? I was confused. We were talking to David on the Facebook as well. Jared wants 5 on the wire and 3-1 on the money. JR is never getting that. We're kind of reading both back and forth. But we're up to speed now.
Yeah,
And it looks like
it was a dry break.
it was a dry break from Jeff, so Darren gets his choice here. And I think he has to shoot low ball just because of where the 9 and the 12 are. Well, that'd be the 10 ball beside the 8. You could shoot stripes, but the opener is very tough. I don't think you have a good opening shot.
No.
But he can shoot the 1 fairly easy as his opener and maybe open up the 8 ball here. I think that's what he was trying to do, was just go into that 8.
Oh, but he put
Into the 10.
2 and 4 together, or whatever that number is.
The 3 and 4, yeah. Yeah, that was the problem with that shot, was he created another problem. Now he needs to develop the 3-4 and somehow get below the 8 possibly.
These Cyclops balls have a different color scheme.
They do, yeah. And I still get mixed up all the time. Paul Beattie, PJ, and Bill Thompson playing right now. Bill Thompson still on the A side. PJ and Paul Beattie are not playing right now. They'll be later tonight, I believe.
Hey, but I believe those thumpers are for sale here right now, aren't they?
Blair, yeah, absolutely. There's about 8 of them, maybe 7 of them now. A couple have sold already, but they are for sale in-house here until they sell out or until the end of the weekend. And Dave, using the Jacoby Black now, and I love it. I would swear by it.
I just got my Jacoby Black. I have not tried it yet. I'm still using the Revo.
The Revo hits good too, yeah. Bill's still on A, yeah. Bill Thompson still on the A side, I believe. He was one of our seeded players as well. Came in as a ranked known ability. JR says he's only a 596 Fargo. But when you're gambling, 596 Fargo really has no relevance, right? Till we play the first set. Then if you want to hustle me a little, you could maybe try by losing the first set and getting a lot of weight the second set, doubling the bet. Who knows? Wow, sounds like JR is rooting for me.
Well, you are. You are a great player.
Against most of the field, except for John Moore or Tyler Steyer.
The problem is you're still on the A side, and you are known as comeback kid.
Well, that is the issue. So, but once in a while, I do just win the A side of tournaments. It's been known to happen. It's not very often.
Usually you like to hop down to the B side first round.
I like to work more than I need to, yeah. Kicked at that ball and made contact, but no luck. How can we do the sale? Blair, do you want us to ship it to you? Or do you want to come here and get it? Because if you want to come here and get it, then I think cash would be best. But they have an ATM here. Could always take out. Rather start with a lot of weight the first set, says JR. Rodney, yeah. Next time I run into Stan, I'll let him know you said hi. He might not still be here tonight. He might be one of the guys that's leaving and coming back because he doesn't play until tomorrow. He's still on the A side as well. All the A side players play tomorrow.
He could be practicing at the other location.
He could be. He has been known to practice quite a bit. Blair, you're in Vancouver, but one of the guys could bring it back. Okay, Blair, just message the Q Sports Live Facebook page, and we can get one of those in your hands, and we'll send it with one of the boys back, or we can ship it to you, but it'll be cheaper to send it back with one of the guys. There's a handful of Vancouver guys here, so maybe
Nice
Stephen Folan or somebody. Oh, how did Church get back in there? I didn't see what happened.
Oh, bank to 5. Left a nice 38.
Yeah, good bank. Really good bank.
Klatt is still on the A side
For now.
for now. His next opponent is the one and only Ben Francis.
For now. I'm going to try to snap him off tomorrow, Caitlin. He's got his work cut out for him, but I know I pretty much have to break perfect and not miss, but I've done that, so we'll see. And we play at 1 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. So Church with the break, he crushes it as good as anyone. Lots of power, squats the cue ball good, but he's coming up dry. That's
Hey,
mostly
Dan.
due to the rack and not how he hit that break, because he hit it really good.
So Predator does not make 5/16 14th for a pin for the Revo, but I believe one of our sponsors does repin the Revos. Nick Custom Cues?
Nick would, yeah. Or you can just buy a Jacoby. They come in 5/16 by 14.
Do they?
Yeah. They indeed do. And David, that's correct. It is my home venue. I know, Guy Nicklin. I'm too busy reading all the comments to pay attention to the game, which is good because I've been watching a lot of pool, so it's much more entertaining talking to you guys right now.
You do have the home field advantage.
This is home field advantage, yeah. So I have that over Klatt. Blair, no, I don't mean post here. I mean just send a messenger in the Facebook Messenger. If you have that, it's like I think it's an app. Or it's right on the top right corner of your Facebook.
Has a little
Of
chat
the
symbol.
homepage. Yeah, the little squiggly line. And then just send a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page and we'll make sure we get your hands on one of those. Is it mandatory to put the remaining balls down the pockets after a game? It's not really mandatory. It's just a way that we get away from people pattern racking. So that way when you put all the balls down, they kind of mix each other when they come down through the chute into the tray. And hopefully I haven't had anyone complaining about pattern racking, so
No.
it's good.
Although, like the rules are different this time. For me, like can't touch the head ball. Can only push from behind the rack. Can only do 2 moves in the rack. Move the 8 ball into the center and sharpen solids in the corners.
Yeah.
Only 2 moves you can do.
And that just keeps it nice and simple too. That way there's no arguments. We just wanted to make it easy for everyone to understand too. Yeah, Klatt's a very good player. Joel, I think that match might be streamed tomorrow. There's a chance, but Klatt has been on the stream already this weekend. So I know Stephanie tries to mix it up and get everyone a little bit of time on there, which we love.
Try to rotate it. Got to have everyone on the tables.
Yeah. And there will be
Can't
8.
just have Ben and Steve on the tables all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the complaint I hear a lot is that Steven plays a lot on the stream. Well, because he's always in the final.
winning.
But yeah, when you're in the final 4 of every tournament, you'll get a lot of TV time. But there's 8 matches tomorrow at 1 o'clock on the A side. And we only stream 2 tables, so good chance we won't be on there. Might be maybe John Mora, Tyler Steyer, Alex Olinger still on the A side, Eric Vargas, Edwin Montal. It's a minefield of good players over there. Stan Taranjo, all the good players are still Still rocking the A side. Teresa, what's
I
up?
personally have my money on Stan Taranjo.
Stan is one of the best bar box players in the world, let alone the
Absolutely.
country. But yeah, definitely don't sleep on him. When I meet Ollinger, that must be on the live stream. Oh, I got some work to do to get to him, but I did play him on the stream in Vegas only a couple months ago when he got the better of me. It was on TV Mike stream, mind you, but
What a player, that Ollinger.
yeah, Ollinger's a fantastic player too, absolutely. Kaylin, yeah, I'm sure Sarah would like to watch, but I think she's playing too. Sarah Rossi, another fantastic player. Teresa, my match today went good. Only played one match today. And then I'll play tomorrow against Jason Klatt. How's Cass doing? I'm going to do a score update on that match in just a couple minutes here. Last we checked, before we started this match, it was 2-0 Kevin Besko, but I know Cass is on the board now. The fella from New Brunswick, Jason Robichaud, is still in. I believe Bill Thompson beat him recently. But I would have to double check that. Actually, I could bring up the bracket right here. And
I
double
don't know how
check.
Church is going to play that 9. Oh, wait, he's got 11 as well.
Yeah, Billy Thompson did beat Jason Robichaud, so Jason moves over to the B side, but he's still in.
And Church just takes the next game.
So we got 3-1 Church here. I'll switch you guys over to watch Cass and Kevin, and I'm going to run and check the score quick. All right, we got 6-3 Kevin Besko here. Kevin's a great player from Vancouver. We got Cass at the table right now.
A lot of players travel to Calgary this weekend.
Well, Cass is originally from Saskatchewan, but he moved here last August. He's been here about a year now. And let me tell you, he's a super talented player, really, really talented. As is every left-handed player I've ever seen. He's got a jump cue in his hand here. He's jumping at this 7. I don't like it. What happens even when you jump it, then you have to bank the 6 after.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a really tough bank. This is a really tough shot.
Will he be able to see the 6 afterwards?
That would be... That's
Straight in
a
the
lot to
pocket.
ask for. Besko with ball in hand to take a 7-3 lead.
It's a race to 9 on both sides, all the way till the end.
Yeah, and then it'll be true double elimination. And yeah, I think you're correct, Ted. Albert agrees with you. Royce thinks Stan will win it. And he consensus on an overall favorite. Well, Royce and Albert think it's Stan. I think it's probably John Mora. I also think it's maybe myself, but I'm not a favorite. But obviously, it's Tyler Steyer, John Mora, Jason Klatt, Stan Taranjo, Edwin, Eric Vargas, Stephen Holem, Bill Thompson. It's a minefield of good players. Kevin Osborne, you name them, they're here. Kalen's a lefty, that's correct.
Oh, but John Moore is not really a lefty.
And John Mora is not really a lefty, but he's sort of a lefty now. And it's a lot of fun to watch because that's quite the accomplishment.
Absolutely. I can't believe he can switch hands.
And play as good as he does, yeah. I can switch hands but not play that good. That's incredible. Long shots are so hard opposite-handed.
I can't even hold a pen in my left hand.
You and 99% of the world, right? So Kevin's got to figure out what to do with this 8-ball. I'm not sure why he didn't break it out right away. He had ball in hand. I thought that would have been the first thing he did. But maybe he wanted to leave it tied up just for some insurance and break it out last, but I'm not a big fan of that. I like to deal with the problem right away.
I think you could break it up with that 9.
The issue is when you break it with the 9, you have to play shape on the 8.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
it's a lot tougher. If you could break it and play shape on another ball, it'd be easier. But I think from here, he's going to be fighting to get at least a middle table. He doesn't really have much angle. And the 7-ball takes away that rail. So he can't go forward here. He can only go backwards, really. So you might have to draw this with a ton of left siding, inside English, and try to spin up table towards middle table. He'd like to be on the right side of the 9, so if that English catches proper, he will be. If it doesn't catch proper, he might go past center table and not really have a good shot at it. And this isn't a terrible angle, but getting shape on the 8 is much tougher to control now that he's further away from the 9. This is kind of a hit and hope. A lot of ways this can turn out good. And a lot of ways it can turn out bad. Looks like Cass with the chance to get this to 6-4, still anybody's game. Yeah, the draw I was talking about, Kalen, was the shot that he played was the 1-rail draw, I think. I think he had that angle to cheat it and go 1-rail a bit. Steyer's right on his game. Dan, yeah, me and Mora would be good. I'd be happy with that. That would mean I'm in the A-side final if I get to Mora on the A-side. So hopefully we'll see that matchup. Channel in my favorite, take the whole tournament. John Mora.
Not yourself?
Well, I can't pick myself as the favorite, obviously, but I favor myself, you could say, in a way. But I'll pick John Mora because he is a Q Sports Live and a Jam Up sponsored player, so my man, Johnny Mora. Go check out Jam Up Apparel, guys, all kinds of cool stuff on there. Men's clothes, kids' clothes, ladies' clothes. Some of the best designs in the game.
And they feel great.
Really good quality. Royce is wearing a Jam Up shirt right now, the Alberta Cup shirt. Jeff Boucher, another player that was invited. There is a bracket. It's on CompuSport under the Q Sports Live Invitational tab. We had 85 players. Would have been better if Jeff made it and we had 86. But instead, we're watching another Jeff Wanless.
Jeff Wanless.
Wanless. Yeah, I got it right that time. Wanless. Another good Jeff. Jeff Boucher is easily Montana's best player, though. Back to the other table, says Stacy. We'll go back and forth a little bit between both. Watch a little bit of Jeff and Darren, a little bit of Cass and Kevin, and I imagine Cass and Kevin will be done before Jeff and Darren, just because 6-4 over there and 3-1 here.
The leather pocket put in a lot of work on this tournament. Moved all the tables around.
Yeah,
Repositioned lights.
it was a bit of work. It was. They're great hosts. They added most of the green fee back in. And they're got some good food specials. Beef on a bun with the potato salad, delicious.
Or Caesar salad.
Or Caesar salad, yeah. Some ready-made sandwiches for all the players who don't want to wait. If they don't have time in between matches, you can grab a quick sandwich and eat half now, half later, or whatever you want to do.
And a stocked bar.
And the bar is fully stocked. Well, Jeff flirted with that side a bit, but nonetheless, 3-2 here. Another great sponsor of this event, Mike and Burton Home Team, guys. Make sure you go check them out. We'll head back over to Kevin and Cass Burns over here. Looks like Cass is going to try to run stripes. He's going to develop this 9-ball right now. Bump into the 7. He should have a shot on the 11 or the 13. But he'll bump the 7 out of the way of the 9. His only other problem might be the 8-ball, but I think it passes the 3. I think there's lots of room there. Oh, he didn't want to slide behind this. Now he has to shoot the 13, and he didn't open the 9. And this is a really big rack here, 6-4. If he can get it to 6-5, he's right in it. If he's down 7-4, he's in a lot of trouble. So he needs to come with a big shot here and then try to fight for some kind of angle to get back down for that 9 later on. He's hoping he can get the angle on the 11 where he could draw into it, but even when you do that, what kind of shot are you going to have on it?
Definitely that 9 would be the problem ball.
Big time problem now. If he could have just ran full into that 7 and nudged that out of the way, he would have had a shot on the 11 or the 13. And the pocket would be open for the 9, but he mishit it.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to either of those top pockets.
And thank you, Jeff. Hopefully you can make it next year. We'll definitely try to get you an invite again. And Blair, that's 100% correct. When it comes near the end, it's usually who's breaking better. The score in Richard's game, I can't quite see the scoreboard. I think it's like 3-2, maybe 3-3, something like that. They're playing on table 5. And Grant,
I can't tell either.
and I think you could probably see now Grant Cass Burns is trailing 6-4. And a race to 9 here. And if you guys all out there watching, if you could click that share button for us, that'd be great. See if we can get these numbers up a little. I know it's starting to get a little bit later on. It's 8 o'clock here, so it's about 10 o'clock out east. But it is Saturday night. Long weekend. Might as well watch some pool. Looks like Cass landed a little shorter where he needed to be here on this 11.
Stay all night, watch the pool.
Might as well. That's what Royce is going to do, I'm sure.
What else is there to do?
What better things could you do than stay and watch pool all night? And we might be getting a few more guest commentators in tonight, as well as Royce. Try to hunt down some of these wizards out here. So much talent in the room. I know I always like to hear them break it down. Good job.
I don't know why some aren't broken down yet.
Looks like we got a few cues being given away around here. All kinds of stuff being given away this weekend. Let's see if, did you go 2 and out in this tournament? Did you win a match?
No, I did not. I went 2 and out.
So you could be one of the lucky ones to get the free entry
Come
for
back
next
next
year.
year.
That would be a good one.
But I think I'm going to come back next year.
You'd
no
be
matter
back
what.
either way, but at least you could save yourself $225, right? Oh, look at the shot by Cass.
Wow.
Look at this. What a shot he plays. He needs to come with another big one here. He's a long way away from this
Yes.
8, but I think it's got room to go by the 3.
Oh, but that three's got to close that corner off a little bit.
And it's so hard from distance to be that accurate to miss the 3. He's looking at the bank because that's probably just as easy. Or just as hard, I should
Yes.
say. But he made a fantastic shot on that 9 ball to come across it that thin and bank it. That's a really good shot. And cheers, Jerry. Oh, yeah. If
Hits
you
the 3.
catch any of that 3 and it's not going in. Thanks for sharing, guys. If the break is likely to determine the winner, how much time practicing does the average tourney player devote to it? Well, I know personally I would, before a tournament like this, I'm going to try to practice at least an hour a day on the break, a couple weeks leading up before the tournament. I know.
I definitely practice my break. I just need to hire somebody to rack it.
That's funny that you bring that up because it actually happened this week.
Oh, did you?
Where I had a good friend of mine, Sam, racking for me for a little while. And then he racked for a couple of other guys that are playing in the tournament as well. And they paid him. One guy paid him 20, another guy paid him 20. I just bought him coffee and dinner. But it's happened before where people pay for somebody to rack for them. It's easier to practice that way, right?
Oh, absolutely. Cuts down time and running around, grabbing the balls.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of wasted time there and energy too, right? Standing over the rack all the time. Thank you, Jerry. Justin, Alex Olinger plays again tomorrow. Still on the winner's side of the draw, Alex is.
JR said he'll rack for you.
JR said he'll rack. Yeah, there you go. If I spot him enough. Second ball or head ball. I think this tournament it's got to be head ball. Would take what you make. You got to just be absolutely crushing it. Hoping that they spread out a ton. Usually I would break second ball and just try to make a ball and pick it apart. With this, it doesn't work very well.
No, I've been smashing that rack.
Yeah, I think you have to. And that's what I've heard from all the good players, too. They're saying the same thing. And you guys might get to watch Steyer break again during this tournament. He's hitting it super hard. You guys thought Steven was hitting it hard. Steyer's hitting it as hard or harder. He said if he can't get a good rack, he's going to hit the lights. Good evening, Mr. Pittman. It's myself, Ben Francis, if you guys are just tuning in, and alongside me is the one and only, the famous Mr. Royce Kwan.
Hello, everyone. Looks like Kevin's going to finish off his 8-ball.
You just got to watch the side pocket here, and he does. That'll get it to 7-4. Kevin Beskel over Cass Burns.
3-3 over on this match.
Jeff has tied it at 3 over here, indeed. And as predicted, these guys aren't going to take too long to play this match. They're through 6 games, and it's only a little under an hour in, so I'm definitely putting this match as finishing in under 2 hours. And they'll start warming up and potting more, and they'll be finishing off these racks a little quicker as it goes on.
Oh, yes. Oh, just gets that 11 in.
Yeah, and he's on the wrong side of this 10 ball, but he might be able to spin this cue ball a bit. I think you have to play this with bottom inside English and spin 2 rails, miss the 7.
Well, I think he's going to have to play bottom right. And just,
but
he's going to get all the way back to that 9.
Yeah, and the problem is with right, if you get too much right, you're going into the 3. If you get too much bottom, you're going into the 3. I think with the other way, if you just put heavy inside spin, it can't really go wrong. You're using that bottom rail, and then you're using the right-hand side rail with lots of spin, and that'll take you towards the 1 ball. And if you run into the 1, it's really not that bad. You can cut the 9 from there. He went with your way, but he got a bad rub. He's horn hooked even if it doesn't scratch.
Oh, I think he is horn hooked.
Oh, 100%. The only shot here, Royce, is to play the opposite horn and send it back towards the 9. There's really no other shot unless you're going to jack up 90 degrees and try to masse it. But you'll see players play the shot. This would be a good TV shot if he can play the horn here.
Absolutely.
And this is where we need the PTZ working so we could zoom in on this, right?
Get the drone with the camera on it.
Yeah, he's going to play the horn, I think. That or he needs to pretty much sit on the table and jack up 90 degrees in the air to masse this. He's measuring the horn. This is a very, very tough shot to predict, especially if you don't play a lot on these tables. I practice this shot
you have to
once in a while just
make sure
to
it
see.
doesn't leave the table, the cue ball.
Well, and it's easy to double hit it. If you hit it hard enough to leave the table, you're going to double hit it. So you have to hit it soft enough that you won't double hit. It's really hard to predict how that shot's going to react. Tough little situation there. He had one tricky angle, and then he almost scratched and ended up horn hooked.
Regina, Saskatchewan. Any teachers of the game here or in town, Saskatoon? Wants to up his game playing knowledge?
Richard, there's a couple of fantastic players in Saskatchewan and Saskatoon and the surrounding area. Clint Gamble, we have a couple players here from Saskatoon, surrounding area. Regina. Those guys travel lots. Clint Gamble, Mike Crookedneck.
All these are caught up on.
So it looks like Darren shouldn't have too much trouble here. Pretty straightforward out. Not much needs to be said for this one. Shoot the 3, then the 1, or the 1, then the 3. He'd rather shoot the 1. The 3 leads him to the 8 a little easier, but that's not a problem for a player of his ability.
I would shoot the 3 first.
It's closer by, and you're going to get a natural angle from the 1 to the 8 anyway. And this for a 4-3 lead, almost halfway. Send it back over to the other table here after one quick ad. Nick's Q Innovation. He's set up in-house here. If you guys are in the area and need some Q repair done, he is set up here.
He's got his portable booth, his little lathe.
And he's the best in the business, and his prices are extremely fair.
Need a new tip. Need to get your shaft cleaned.
Yeah, maybe some repair. Maybe you have a crack in your shaft or in the butt of your Q. He does really good repair work as well.
Even custom work.
He does custom work as well if you want a custom extension or a wrap, stuff like that.
Anybody wants to talk to me?
And I think it's still 7-4 over here, so again, Cass needs to find a way to make this 4 and get on the 8. If not, 8-4 is a big hill to climb.
That is a big hill.
Definitely been done before, but not an ideal position to be in. 7-5 is still perfectly within reach. Lab Rat, this is 8-ball. That's why you're confused. That's why you're confused. And we're watching 2 matches, if that's confusing you as well. But it's an 8-ball tournament, so you don't have to go in order. Stripes and solids, lows and highs. I've heard some other slang for stripes and solids, but so Kevin's got, looks like a bit of a tricky opener here on this 10-ball. Close to the ball, it's hard to see the angle, and he overcut it, and he knew it right away. And that's a really big point in the match for Cass. He could definitely probably not afford to be down 8-4 here. He's jacking up to try to stun this in. Yeah, he's.
I would have just played it nice and soft and hit the back rail.
The problem is the soft is a little risky. If it does happen to catch some kind of roll, then a lot of things can go wrong. The stun is okay the way he played it. He gave himself a shot. That's all he needed. All he needed to do there. Gets it to 7-5. That'll send us back over to the other match. After a quick shout out to another one of our tournament sponsors here, Gelco Plumbing and Heating. They're servicing Calgary and surrounding area with plumbing, heating, gas fitting, and air conditioning needs. Put their phone number up on there. Give them a call, shoot them a text. Jeff Shelena, also a very good pool player. So we still got 4-3. Churchill leading Jeff Wanless here, but Jeff has ball in hand. We'll see if he can work this out and try to tie it up.
I think Jeff is solids.
It would appear, unless it was Church's break and he made a couple stripes and scratch or something, but yeah, it looks like Jeff is solids. Even if he wasn't, if it was open table, he'd want to be shooting solids. Just because of where the 5 is, and probably with where the 8 is as well. Dana, the table size here, 3.5 by 7 diamond tables. So it looks like he's going to shoot the 2 first, and try to slip into that 7-8, break that open. And that's a good shot, but I think he's left enough room to shoot the 1, and then he'll try to get the angle on the 7 later, break out the 5. So that's a good shot. He needs to be careful here. He might be a little straight. The scratch could be on following this ball in if he's not careful. Looks like we got a couple good buddies playing over there. We got Arthur Bennett and Phil Taranjo about to start some battle over there.
Both from Fort Murray.
Both from Fort Mac, your hometown. Yeah, we could use a Magic Rack, but I really didn't want to use Magic Rack for 8-ball. I find it's a bit of a pain trying to get the rack out from under the balls all the time. So I like the triangle. I think it adds something to the game. You have to know how to rack as well. There is a skill to racking. Welcome Danny from San Diego.
The turtle rack has been pretty good though.
The turtle rack is good, but not for 8-ball. 8-ball, the balls always stay on it. It doesn't really matter what rack template you use, people will still pattern rack anyway, so it's hard to avoid. But we did our best with it, and I think this works. I think this format works. I haven't had anyone complain, so. Oh, Jeff's running out of balls to do something with this 5, so I think what he has to do here is make the 4, shoot the 6, and if he doesn't get the right angle to break the 5, he's going to have to bank the 5. Orange 5's in a terrible spot. He's pretty close to the right angle to go in.
He's going to run into the 5, just straight up tops.
Ideally, he splits the 5 and the 14. Or this 5-ball goes. He's going to try to cheat the pocket a little, but this, he could be thinking you can slop this in, but you can't really. You can't really slop this in.
These pockets are pretty tight. It's a good shot by Jeff. Leaves him pretty tight for that 8-ball though. You'll have to bank that 8. These are pro cut corner pockets on these diamonds, Daryl. I can tell you, 2 balls cannot fit in the pocket at the same time. Hmm?
Hello, folks. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm back for a little bit here, taking relieving Ben here. He just kind of stepped out for a bit. Ross. Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Not
What's
too bad, Sean. How you doing?
Good. What do we have going on here?
Oh, we got Jeff trying to pot the 8. Looks like he's going to kick it into the corner pocket.
Alrighty.
And scratches.
Oh, Jeff and Darren Churchill. Both these two players, they're both from Edmonton, Alberta. I believe you guys had mentioned this, so.
Both play out of Top Shots. Jeff is the resident manager and pro there.
Oh. Okay, sounds good. Excellent. Jeff is actually, he is a pretty good shot. He gets the moments. You know, everybody gets their moments on how, you know, when they shoot. Right now, Darren gets the ball in hand. This should be simple, just kind of, you know.
No obstacles.
Yeah. 2-9, we got the 13. Might come back for the 15. Oh, wow, it's 11. It's hard to say what the players will do because, you know, some of them, they play it differently. I decided to take that one instead. Actually, you know, my shot, I was taking the 14 first and then 11 last. But, you know, this works. Everybody has their option of how they want to shoot the ball.
I like to play my. I like to play off the balls on the sides first before the center. I always find that the center you always options of pockets.
That's it. You mean shooting 11 first?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem is, okay, if you shoot 11 first, okay, and let's say if you accidentally, you know, didn't get that draw back you want, right? At least if you shoot the 14, you're punching out off the cushion. Now you have, you know, you do have a couple options, shooting in the corner or to the side, right? Because anything can happen. You could accidentally miscue that shot, right? And
Absolutely.
I guess, you know, it could happen. That could happen too with, when you shoot the 14, right?
Hey, Labrat, we're at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
So right now, Darren's leading 5-3. So we're going to switch over to the next table here. We have Cass and Kevin. And I believe Kevin is at 7-5. But I'm going to step over and have a look and see what's going on, see what the score is. Yep, the score is 7-5. I believe Cass is shooting solid ball here right now.
How do you like these Cyclops balls, Sean?
Cyclops balls? How do I like them? Actually, you know what? I don't mind them actually, really, because even though they are a little lighter cue ball, so it's really kind of touch and roll.
The colors throw me off quite a bit.
Well, yeah, the color does, especially if you're trying to, you know, it doesn't really throw me off when I'm playing the match. It throws me off when I'm trying to do this, you know, commentating and, you know, trying to figure out which ball. Because the thing is, I'm watching this from the screen and, you know, getting the colorblind here doesn't help sometimes.
Like that 4-ball, which I believe is a 4-ball, or it's a
The
whatever
4
color mauve that
The
is.
4 by the 13? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is the 4-baller. Yeah, that's a great shot there by Kaz. A little, all he's got to do is get a little top right English come around, or else he'll do it. Draw back with the. We'll see what he does here. Okay, he'll do it that way.
Going into the corner.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna play it inside.
Well, no, actually, you could have played this in any pocket basically. It's where you want to leave your cue ball. That's where everybody has their little comfort zone of playing the cue ball where they want. So right now the score will be 7-6.
Cass is gaining ground.
Yes. You okay?
That's stutter.
The little stutter. So this gentleman on my left here, Rose, he's from Fort Mac. So I guess he doesn't really get out much and doesn't get to do this too often. But he does come out and support the event. I give him the credit for that there, folks. So for all you players out there thinking, this is all just for the average pro masters, nope, this isn't. This is also for beginner. Well, I can't say beginners, but mediocre level players. They come out here and want to have the experience. The truth is, when I first started playing this kind of event, and I remember I went to Grand Prairie there, and this was when I was, pardon my language there, this was when I was 20, and it cost me a few bucks to enter this event, and hey, I didn't really care about how much it cost me. I went there for the experience, and the experience was really good. I learned a lot, watch, see how everybody plays, right? I was playing against the top player. That was, totally whipping my ass around, but, hey, I learned something, and, here I am, still playing and improving every time. So I've gotten up to the level where I want to be, but I want to go further. And there's a lot of players out there who want to do the same thing.
Got to lose a lot of games before you start winning.
Sorry about that there, guys. Yeah, our tablet there kind of froze there, so we had to reset it and got it going again. So tune on back in. We're still here. I hope you guys could come back.
Yeah, once in a while that'll freeze up.
Yeah,
Facebook,
it happens.
But we're back. I think, judging by the number of viewers, it probably wasn't just us. It was probably just a Facebook problem in general.
Yeah, I think it was just a Facebook because the YouTube is still going there. So
yeah.
So
We got 150 watching YouTube and only 40 watching Facebook now. So it must have been that the Facebook just dropped. But if you guys could all click that share button for us, that way everyone knows it's still live.
Kevin, he just kind of missed that shot there for the breakout. He got the breakout, but missed the 5.
Kevin's missed a few opportunities to get himself on the hill here, and Cass is probably going to punish him for it.
Well, that's the thing, when you're ahead and then, sometimes you lose that little energy, then you let your other opponent to climb back in, and he's going to just take advantage of that.
Well, and some guys, they have trouble settling in, but if you let them find their stroke, they can be dangerous.
Yep, that's right.
Cass is definitely one of those players. When he finds his stroke, he's as dangerous as anyone.
Yeah. Well, the last Stampede Bar Box here was, a few weeks ago?
Cass had a great event.
Yeah, he did.
Got 3rd place.
He did.
Made it all the way to the A-side final before he lost to Eric. And Eric was on fire that week. And then he lost to me on the B-side, but I was kind of on a tear myself. I'd won 8 matches straight to get to Cass. But he had a fantastic tournament. I'm sure he was happy with 3rd there even. It was a tough field too. Steven, myself, Eric, Ozzy.
Yeah, it was.
Sean Yee. Can't forget about Sean Yee. Can't go to sleep on Sean Yee, folks.
Oh, come on, you guys. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, this year wasn't that, I didn't go all the way I wanted to, but it happens.
That's such a tough tournament too. You got to keep, even tournament like this, you have to have realistic expectations.
Yep.
That is the way I put it. Obviously, everyone wants to do well. They want to win the tournament. That's the ultimate goal, is win the tournament. But the realistic goal is maybe make the money and try to fight your way up through the ranks. But it's a very tall task to win a tournament with all these great players.
Like even this event, we have huge amount of players here, and a lot of them know what they're doing. They know how to play.
Yeah, I'd say we easily have 5 of the top 15 or 20 players in Canada here alone. So, and a couple American pros as well. Looks like we got 6-3 for Churchill on the other table. We'll see if Cass can finish cleaning these balls up and get this to 7-7. We got a barn burner going here, folks.
Yep, we have an action going on here. No giving up.
We got Grant Zemp has just started. He's playing, looks like Blair Major. They're playing on one of the outer tables. Grant's shooting. The score is currently 1-1. Another good match going on over there is Cliff Jacobson and Peter Almazan, good friends.
And then we have
Cass makes the 8 to get to 7-7.
We have Phil, which is playing Arthur.
He's playing Arthur. That's a good one because those guys are good buddies.
Yeah.
We got Wayne Chow. Looks like he's playing Adam Wood, I think. And a couple other matches going on. Mark Downey's over there. I can't see who he's playing. Looks like Lan Fong just finished
I think that,
against Larry. I think Larry won against Lan.
Yeah. Mike Downey is playing Sean.
Oh, Belichowski.
Yes.
Correct. That is correct. So we're getting through it. Steph's yelling out matches, trying to get these guys going because we're going to try to push it tonight.
There's still a long night to go. I think the last match going to get called is going to be around 1 o'clock.
And we're going to try not to call matches that late because we don't want people here until 4. We could maybe push until 3, but I'd rather last match is called at midnight.
Oh, that's okay. I got the couch here anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Cass broke. And
we're watching Darren and
oh,
Jeff
I'm sorry.
now
We're
here,
watching.
yeah.
We're watching.
Switched over to the other one, but we'll switch back and see how Cass and
Oh, you sneaky bugger.
Kevin are doing as well. Seems how that one's at 7-7 and this one's at 6-3.
Yes. Can you hear us now there, Dan? Dana? Dana? Sorry. Testing 1, 2, 3. If you guys hear us, give us a thumbs up.
No, it's most likely just on their end. Yeah, it's probably a Facebook thing dropping. I think we're okay on our end. But there would be maybe some Facebook problems going on. Looks like everyone on the YouTube can still hear us. We got a thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, YouTube is doing good. So
If you guys can hear us on the Facebook and you're having problems on Facebook, just head on over to our YouTube channel. It runs quite a bit smoother there. So is Darren shooting low ball here, or is he shooting high ball? I didn't see the beginning of this game. Looks like he's shooting high ball.
I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just checking something here.
Trying to see if the
Yeah.
feed is working on your phone, and it doesn't look like it is. Yeah, it's just a Facebook problem.
Yep, so it looks like we have a Facebook issue there, folks.
And,
So
and that'll be different on everyone's. It's
Yep.
not necessarily going to be on everyone's. So looks like it's good on Rana's end, but and that's Nicola where I said if they could hear me on the Facebook. We've had this happen before, and it's
yeah, just go on to YouTube there, folks, and you know we're still kicking live on YouTube. Facebook there is having quite an issue.
a glitch. They go through these all the time. It's
Yeah.
not the first time we've seen this. I'm
Yeah,
sure
some-
most of the viewers know as well. Just head on over to the YouTube. And for all of you out there, if you are watching on the YouTube, you could go to your Facebook page and share the YouTube link on your Facebook page. That way people know it's there.
That's right. Oh, okay. I was just looking at that.
Are the matches being played on diamonds? They are, Tim. They're all being played on 7-foot diamonds. There's 8 7-foot diamonds in here that we're playing the 8-ball tournament on. We also have 8 9-foot diamonds and 6 Valley bar boxes. And in my opinion, this is the best room around.
The best room out of Calgary is the leather pocket. Can't complain.
Good conditions,
You get the best deal out of the pool.
good staff, good pool deal. They have the daily rates. $20 to play all day on the 9-foot diamond, $15 to play all day on the 7-foot diamond, or $10 to play all day on the Valley bar box, so you can't beat those rates. I know a lot of guys like Shawnee and myself, we pay the $20 and play all day. We get to practice a lot.
That's right.
And we can match up with each other in between. And there's lots of little side games going on. So it looks like still some problems on the Facebook, but don't worry about it, guys. Just head on over to the YouTube. If your feed is being cut, that's if you can hear us. But there's still 42 people watching that, so I'm sure
Yeah, it's climbing
some
back
of
up.
them can hear us.
Yep.
Looks like Jeff's
Yeah,
run
there
out
you
of
go.
position a little bit here, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. He will need to do something with that 8-ball. Don't think it passes the 1. It actually, on second thought, it
Actually, it
does,
does.
looking
It
at the
does.
table outside of the screen.
It does passes the 1, I mean.
So he can just roll this ball in.
Yeah.
Oh, he overcut it by
Oh.
quite a bit, and that's going to be devastating because Church is going to take a 7-3 lead here.
Yep. He will be. He will. Just to roll up the 2. Actually, no. I would actually shoot the 1 and then shoot the 6.
I would shoot the 2 and then the 1, then the 6.
Well, if you can see the 1, I would shoot the 1 now, right?
Absolutely, if you could, but I don't think you can.
Oh, okay. My view here on the screen here is a little different there, folks.
Yeah,
so,
it's a little tougher on the screen to see for sure. I got the view around the screen, the better seat for this table.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
He doesn't want to be straight, though.
Don't be straight. Nope.
Oh, and this is maybe just enough angle to cheat this. Yeah,
Yep.
he did have just enough.
Good shot there. So Darren here will take the 7-3. Great shot.
We'll head back over to Kevin and Cass here. I believe they're still at 7-7. Unless we missed the whole rack. I'll get Sean to run over and check just to make sure. There's a lot of dead money in this tournament, says Doug. I wouldn't go that far. There's a lot of really good players in here. We had a good mix. Really good mix of talent in this tournament.
Yep, the score is still 7-7 there. I just checked. And it looks like Kaz here gets the ball in hand.
Tough table, though. Really congested there.
What's Cat shooting? Stripe or solids?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's shooting. I would assume stripes because there's 7 of them.
Or he might be shooting solids.
If he's shooting solids, he's in even more trouble.
Yeah.
Because the 6 ball is in absolute jail. Looks like he's just going to play safe here and push the 7 to a more favorable spot for later on.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick the cue ball right there.
Where are you going?
I think he was actually trying to get it on that rail where it was tying up the 11 ball as well. Give himself a little more insurance.
Yeah, yep, that's right. It's not a bad shot, that's good.
I would have rather pushed that ball down table somewhere where I could use it to develop the 6 later on.
Exactly, yeah. And then Kevin goes and takes the due ball down. Gives him ball in hand.
That's a smart shot.
It is, totally.
Make him work.
Mm-hmm. Now, what would you do here there, Ben? Get ball in hand, you got the 7 ball. You know, he's got no safety. He can make his 12.
Yeah,
but then, you know, you're still fighting with this no 7 ball.
You need to get that 6 in the open and hope that he makes a mistake. That's the only way. You can't leave that 6 ball there.
I'm sorry, there's 6 ball here, guys. Sorry. I'm being colorblind again.
Oh, no, it's the Cyclops. Okay. I don't think there's any way to shoot the 7 and break out the 6, is there? Could you shoot the 7 in the side and go into the 6? Is that possible?
No.
I don't think so either. So I think you have to get the 6 in the open and just hope that he can't break out the 10-8 later on.
Yeah, that's right.
And he only has 1 ball to break that out with, realistically.
Yep.
And the 11 is that ball, but the 7 kind of blocks some of the paths. So I might do this. What he's going to do is bump the 6 out, make the 12.
Just bump the 6 out a little bit.
I think I would try to get the 6 to middle table, though. I don't like leaving it down here anywhere near these stripes. Because he'll make it and put you in jail again.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he's going to call a bank. I think. Maybe not.
Yeah, he's just trying to get it in the open.
He was trying to get it open. That's
and that's kind of what I was saying, was just get it near center table.
Yep.
And that's all he could do there. Sometimes you get in these spots in 8-ball where you don't have another choice.
No.
And you almost have to concede that you need him to make a mistake.
That's right.
but you need to play smart enough to recognize that. Otherwise, you leave that 6 there and you never see the light of day ever again. So Cass was smart enough to notice that. And he would love for Kevin to just shoot this 11 ball right now, but I don't think he's going to.
No.
He'll try to fight for a better angle on the 11 later on. So do you shoot the 9 here and then try to get the angle on the 11 and deal with that 10-8 right away?
Actually, no. I would probably shoot. Well, you know, I would probably shoot the 14. I think.
14's on the rail, yeah.
Yeah, I would probably shoot that 14, bump it out,
And just play
and
safe.
play safe.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind that either, but if you don't get the safe right,
Yeah, that's true too.
you leave him on the 7, he can get out. He can break that 8 out. He has both balls down there. I would try to play aggressive here and get out. And I think shooting that 9 right near the middle, right on the head string, I think if you just stop the cue ball there, you almost have the right angle on the 11 to break out the 10. And that way, when you break out the 10, you still have the 13
Yeah.
near this bottom right corner as your insurance ball.
Yeah. But I think Kevin's a little lost here right now. Not sure. He's debating taking that 13 or try to save.
Yeah, this is a weird little spot that he's in. He could always use that 14 to break out the 8-10 as well. If he shot the 9 and slid over and take the thin cut, I think he's going to play your safety.
Yeah, he is going to play that safety.
He's got to get it right.
Not that way.
He didn't get it right. That's a touchy little shot.
It is. A little too far. But the thing now, you know, Cass got to.
He still has to make
he's
2
gotta make that
really good shots and to break out the 8 here, but I would hate to give him this kind of look at 7-7. It looks like he can probably shoot the 7 ball in and maybe shoot the 6 in the bottom left corner
And then come back out for the 8.
and break out the 8.
Yep.
But he's got to roll the 7 in first. That's not easy.
And he's far away.
And at first glance, you would think he'll roll the 7 and play the 6 in the side, but that won't do him any good.
Nope.
He needs to break out that 8. I don't think he can bank the 8.
Well, he's going to play safe. That works.
It does work,
It works
but
for now,
again,
but
just waiting for the opponent to make a mistake, right? You're not taking the initiative.
No, they're well, one of them is waiting for each other to make a mistake.
Yeah, they're both kind of trying to bait each other in
it's
order
like
to gain an advantage. Obviously, Kevin has the advantage here with
No,
more
he's-
balls.
Exactly.
So Cass would love if he just started sinking balls at least, right? This is a weird spot for Cass. He's made a good comeback to get this to 7-7. He doesn't want to just give it away after all his hard work. And that looked like a 2-way.
Just about.
I-
I think he got him too.
I think it was intentionally a 2-way.
Yeah.
Cass is going to reach for the jump cue, I believe, and jump at the 7.
Actually, no, he can see it. He can see it enough just
The
to
right side of it just to play
That's right.
safe again. Yeah.
Well, he might be able to have enough just to make it to slide over, come in the back rail.
And break the 8.
Yep.
I don't. He's looking at it now. He must have enough. You have to cheat the pocket a little bit on this 7 too, I believe. You have to make sure you overcut this, but not too much to
Not
rattle
too
it.
much, especially when you put an English on it.
Yeah, he
Just
did
like
well
that.
there.
Yep,
What a
just
great
like
shot.
that.
And that's
That
where I
was a good
think
shot.
maybe Kevin was a little too patient there.
Yeah, he was rushing it.
He just,
He did have the right shot, just
even
little
just the
tap.
first safety off the 14. If he gets that right, it's a good shot, but it's so hard to get that shot right.
yeah.
I think he had to try to run out if he had the opportunity. It wasn't easy, but I think you have to grab the bull by the horns, as they say, right?
Oh, Cass, he missed that.
Well, he hung it as his only saving grace, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Kevin can play all these balls in that bottom right corner.
Yep.
And he's actually going to open with this 11 because he wants to clear the 13 before he plays the 9. I would actually be more inclined if that 9 slides by the 13, then I'll play a combination, a 14-13 combination. But he would know better how much room he had on that 9.
This might work.
He's a little.
He can. That 9 can go. The 9 does pass the 11, just a little hair off. But else he can come back up and play the combo too, right? Just to come back down, get to the 14.
14, 15, he has
Yeah.
to play in the same pocket as
That's
13.
right. Yeah.
He'll need to play a little 1 pocket on the last 4 stripes, I believe. Unless he wants to try to follow in the 9 with the 6 is a shot.
And
Oh, how good is this? How about open that pocket?
how about that? What do we know?
Now he'll play this little 14-13 combination out of the 15 in the opposite corner. He's going to get himself on the hill here, I believe.
Yeah, that was a great shot there, Kevin.
He's had a few opportunities to get himself on the hill. He finally comes with a big shot. I think I shoot the 9 here first. What do you do, Sean? Now that you're straight in the side? Just
Actually,
get rid of it now,
you know
right?
what? I would shoot the 9, draw back for the 14. I mean, for the 13.
The
12.
15 or the 14,
Or the 15.
right? Yeah,
Holy.
it's okay.
I'm doing this
It's
again.
been a
like
long
that.
day.
I'm doing this again like yesterday. My bad there, folks.
Well, and now he's going to shoot the 9? This doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't
No.
he shoot it before? This is a much tougher shot than when it was straight in the side.
Yeah, I would have shot this like inside first.
I don't think he
then
looked at it. But now he's looking at it.
Yeah.
This is missable, but I can't see him missing it. And he puts a good stroke
That's good.
just to make
Nice
sure
shot.
he stays straight, puts
Yeah.
that little draw on it. Float off the side rail out to middle table and get himself on the hill here.
No, they're making us sound bad because they're taking the opposite shot that they were taking.
Well, yeah,
Whoa,
there's
whoa,
lots of different ways to do it.
whoa.
I said float a little off the side rail. He
Wow.
crushed it.
That's not what he wanted. Ouch.
He well overhit that by a lot. You need to come up short on that ball and never come up long. That could have been adrenaline and possibly the thought of being up 8-7 here.
You know, imagine this shot being on a hill.
You have to kick this ball
You
in.
know,
You can't
like-
cut this ball in. He's too close to it, right?
Yeah.
There's no way to throw it. He's way too close. So you kick it in that top right and hope you don't scratch in the side, or do you try something else?
I would try to kick it in the side instead of kicking the corner. Right?
In the left side or in the right side?
Left.
In the left side. It's a
Well, actually,
thin-
well, it
it's a
depends
thin
because
cut that
he
way
can,
too.
if he can see it,
To
Yeah,
kick to the right
I
side
would
would
ki- I would
be
kick it-
easier, of
yeah.
course, but I don't know if he has that.
yeah, that's the thing. If he has that angle, right?
Oh, no, he's calling the corner, I think.
What's he doing?
He's just taking a look. He's not sure
Yeah.
yet.
I would probably kick it to the right.
Well, you know what he's kicking right now is
got a two-way-
himself in the rear end. He's kicking himself, Sean,
Yeah. yeah. Yeah,
for
that's
ending
true.
up here.
That's true.
That's what he's kicking.
If he does this right, there's a two-way shot.
Yeah, if he kicks towards the top right corner.
That's not a.
Oh, he was just playing the safe. He thought he could push the 8 right to the rail. That was a very good effort. And trust me, this is not easy. This looks a lot easier on camera than it looks on the table from
It
a
is.
full 7 feet away.
Because what we can see, he's about 2 inches off the rail.
And you got to watch this cue ball a little bit too. It's going to get some speed behind it. He overcut it by
Wow.
quite a bit.
He might got lucky out of it, but still,
No.
8 is still close enough to the pocket.
Yeah, this is quite a bit easier than the shot that Cass just had.
Yeah. Because right now, Kevin's just basically open in the table there, further closer.
That's a missed opportunity from
Wow.
both these gentlemen in the same game. Kevin
The
got
nerves kicking in.
absolutely, and they should at 7-7. I know I'd be nervous. And this is B-side match. This is winner go home.
That's right.
Kevin's gonna get.
You mean winner side go? You mean?
Yeah, I mean winner go home.
And then I guess the loser side goes home too.
The loser goes home. The
Yeah, the
winner,
loser-
the
yeah.
winner doesn't have to go home. So it's win or go home. Back to Darren and Jeff here. 7-3 still. But Darren's going to be shooting to get himself on the hill. And we'll keep you guys updated on the other table as well, since they're at 8-7, and that's a good one. So Darren's got these 5 low balls, and they're all in a pretty good spot. If he gets on the 6 right now, which he did.
Just get on the 6, just roll it, push it forward a little further.
Towards the side pocket, too, which makes it nice that you'll have that later on closer to a hole. And that'll be your...
Play your 3, onto your 11 for your 1.
Yeah. And if he hits half of the 4, he could shoot the 1 first. Well, he played the draw 3 rails to get on the 4. Look at this stroke. How good did he hit that?
You know, we should get them on here and then we'll shoot for them.
I
see,
guess.
You know.
No doubt.
That's a good shot.
He played that more confident than necessary. That could have been a 7-3 stroke against his teammate stroke.
That's right.
These 2 balls in the 8 to be up 8-3. It's going to be a big hill for Jeff to climb.
Yeah, Gary, we kind of assume a little bit too much. You know.
Nicola assumes too much too, yeah.
Yeah.
We do kind of Nicola assumed he was out as well.
I think what we're going to do is let them shoot, and then we'll make that call after.
Yeah, exactly. Good shot on the 8 there from Darren, puts him on the hill. So we'll send it back over to Cass, and Kevin's got a crack at the cat to win this match here. He's shooting. I think he's calling this 5-4-2 combination. This is a tough shot. And I think he's probably going to play this with bottom English because I think he needs to avoid that side pocket. And he is hitting underneath on the cue ball. That's a very tough shot to get correct.
I think I would have shot that 6 to the side instead first.
He was in a little bit tough there for sure, but I don't know
that
if the shot
combo.
He played was the best option. That's such a tough shot.
You're playing that triple combo. You're playing 2-3 angles just to make that combo. It's not easy.
Or maybe he called the 5 as Jared is saying, so he was trying to overcut it, go off the rail, off those balls in, which is even tougher, I think. I think the 2 was actually, that combination was on, but it was tough. It didn't work out too bad. He tied up a bunch of balls here. Very tough for Cass to work this out.
Yeah.
So are you shooting stripes or solids here on an open table?
Apparently solids.
Yeah, I guess. I think you have to shoot solids here.
That's a nice shot.
Where the 8-6 is.
Yep.
He's still okay.
He's okay. He can jog back, shoot the 4.
Well, the only flaw is he's left-handed. So this is but he's a tall guy, so he can probably reach from where the chalk is on the top rail. But he needs to get this draw correct, and when you're reaching like that, it's not always so easy to get the speed correct. So let's see.
Especially if you're using a granny stick, that makes a little huge difference because you're not feeling your stroke.
And he's going to. He's getting out the bridge. This makes it way tougher. Really tough to get this correct.
And he overstroked it.
He might have been playing to overhit it and use the 7 to get on the 4 later on. But he's probably too straight on the 7 right now to do it, and I don't think he has a shot on the 3.
And he doesn't like it.
I wouldn't want to shoot the 6. The cue ball is going off that 8 towards the top right. He'd probably scratch.
No, I would wait now. Just kind of shoot the 3, bring it out to the pocket, a little closer to the pocket, and then put the cue ball behind that 9.
Just got to make sure you don't tie up the 3.
No, you don't want to tie up a 3. That's the thing, right? Because
if you can see about half of the 3, then I really like that shot. He likes cutting this 4. I don't mind this either. If you're confident you can pot it. He's put a good stroke on it.
No, he hung it over the pocket.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know if I like this.
He's sold out too much. This is a tough shot now for Kevin. Kevin might have to find some sort of safe here unless he wants to cut that 12 from a lot of distance.
You know what? I should shoot that 1. Shoot the 9 onto the 1. Tie it up. might as well. Even though, his other two stripe is tied up.
Yeah, the only thing I wouldn't like about that is the 3 is in a good spot to break out the 1 when you tie up the 1.
That's true too, yeah.
So you'd have to be careful where you leave the cue ball. You can't leave him on that 3 on any kind of angle where he could.
I don't think I like this shot. What's Kevin going to do? Because
he's just going to roll into these balls, or he's going to play the combination.
I don't know. It looks like he's going to play a combination.
He must. I would assume he's playing the combination with a bit of a two-way cue ball here. So he'll probably draw that cue ball back.
Yeah, he was playing the combination.
Oh, he drilled the combination.
Don't know if I like that. Because this is what do you leave yourself for? And then you basically kind of opened up his balls for.
Yeah, he got a little funny there. I don't know if he really wanted to make that. I guess he had to. Because he was selling out. He did leave the cut on the 3 on. So combo this 10 into the 4 and overtake the pocket. Probably the only option from here. Oh, he rolled it in the side. How good is that shot from that angle?
That's pretty good.
With the 11 in the way too, that's a really good shot. He could actually get out here. He's looking at closing this out in a little bit of style. He needs a good shot here on the 12, I believe. I don't think he can shoot the 14. He's too close.
Yeah, he's too close.
You can't see the 9. He'll be shooting over top of this.
So it looks like he's going to try to make this 11 ball.
Yeah, follow it in with the 4. That is a shot. Two-way cue ball. Overtook the pocket. He's put Cass in a really tough spot now.
It's a good safety shot there anyway. No,
yeah.
Take over the pocket.
Well,
right?
And the 8 ball is tough, so I think Cass has to cut the 1 in the top left, break out the 8, and then use the 6 or the 3 to get on the 7 into the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll have to break out this 8 and see how it looks. He's going to be hoping for a good rub here.
I don't know if I like that because it might go in the pocket. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's really good control.
That's really good.
Really, really good control. Now he needs to create the proper angle on the 6.
Just a little bottom left slide over, stunt slide.
You have to watch that you don't get the angle going into the 14 on that rail.
You don't want to get too much.
He's going to get on that 7 right now, and I like this. I like that.
Did he get enough?
Yeah, I think he got just enough here. So he can cut this in, and I think it's thin enough that he actually avoids the 11 hanging in that pocket.
Well, the last one he did the same kind of shot.
And hit a little soft.
Yeah, it was opposite the corner, and he hit a little too soft.
This one he's not reaching as bad, so I like his chances a little better.
He's a little closer.
This is where what hand you're shooting with definitely comes into play.
Oh,
no, he hit it the exact same way.
He hit it soft again.
Almost identical. That was nearly an identical shot.
And that shot there, it was a little overcut too.
Wow. Well, I didn't expect that. But nonetheless, Kevin's going to get another chance to close out this match, and it looks really good now. I'm shooting this 11 and getting on the 12 right away. What are you doing, Sean?
Same thing. I would do the same.
And that way, if you don't get on the 12 right away, you might get more chances later on.
Mm-hmm.
But if he gets on this 12 right away, it's pretty much over. And he's going to play it in the side. Look at this. He's perfect.
That's a perfect shot.
Yeah, he's
excellent.
Absolutely perfect.
It is.
Great shot. And Corey, if you're out there on Facebook land and you can hear me, this will be an annual event. Hopefully in the next few years we'll have it as many as 2 times a year, possibly 4 times a year. But if any of you out there in Facebook land can hear me, it's having some problems loading Facebook, so head on over to the YouTube. And hopefully that gets resolved. If not, I'll make a post on the Q Sports Live page informing everyone to head on over to the YouTube channel. Looks like Jeff's got it to 8-4 over there on our other table, but this match is very nearly done right here. And I don't know if I would have picked Cass Burns to go 2-0 in this event. I think that's a bit of an upset. Mind you, Kevin Beskell is a fantastic player. Not an upset in that sense, but an upset in the case of Cass going 2-0. But you can't play perfect all the time, especially in fields like these full of monsters.
Nothing like shooting the 8-ball off the rail.
He's got to watch this side pocket too.
Yeah.
But he's good at these shots. He knows where the cue ball is going.
Oh, yeah.
He'll probably just miss it above the side on our screen. And just above.
Wow. There you have it there, folks. Kevin
Beskell moves on.
I'm going to step out and have a little smoke break. We'll leave you to Ben.
Thanks, Sean. And if you guys haven't bought into this already, it's the CSL Viewer Advantage, number 10. That'll be drawn Monday evening. We got 2 more full days of play. Yeah, Steve, it sounds like some people can hear us and some people can't. But it's running seamless on the YouTube channel. Looks like Church is going to have a chance to finish this match off. He's up 8-4 on his teammate, Jeff Wanless. And he's at the table here, bridging over the 6. If the 6 ball moves, it is a foul. But he keeps nice and steady there. All the balls lay really nice for him to close this out. Can't see him being denied here. And at the conclusion of this match, we will shut it down, restart it for the next set of matches. Currently sitting at 9 p.m. Calgary time. That's Mountain Standard Time. And we'll be here until, I would imagine, at least 1 o'clock-ish. So we're in for at least another 4 hours here, I believe. Could be more, could be less, depends how these matches go. Probably need some blowouts to start happening. Church has landed a little funny. He wanted to save that 7 to get on the 8, but he might need to use the 7 to get on the 3-4 now. That's what he's looking at. He didn't want to bump that. It looks like Grant Zemp is down 3-1 over there. I think looks like Peter's either up 8-4 or that match hasn't even finished the first game yet, but Peter's probably up 8-4 over there on Cliff Jacobson. Let's see, it looks like Adam Wood and I think it's Wayne Chow. He's playing over there at 7-3. We've got Phil and Arthur at 4-4. And the other 2 matches I can't quite see the score on. Darren's in good shape here to try and close this match out. He just needs to get good angle on the 4, which is relatively straight, so that he can get good on the 3 to get on the 8. And his worry here is getting on the 8. He's not worried about these 3 balls. So he'll probably just roll this in, I would imagine. I don't think he can play a stop shot because he has to cut it just that little bit. And that creates the cue ball on the rail, so I think he's actually shooting the 3 ball first here. And he'll be fighting to get on that 8 now. We'll see what he does here. He's looking at possibly playing the 4 in the corner, I believe. And then kind of sliding over to the left-hand side rail to play the 8 in the top right. If he gets too straight on the 4, he could always just draw back, play the 8 in the top left. I believe he has room to do that. But he'd rather have that angle he's looking at right there than just slide over to left-hand side rail. Looks like we have possibly one of our sponsors for this event. One of the advertisers, Jeff Jelena, is going to be coming up on our other stream table. I think he's playing Sandy, it looks like. Sandy Badger is one of Alberta's professional women on the women's tour. She doesn't play every event, but she plays a lot of events. And it looks like Church has got here. He's found the finish line. And that'll do it. Church makes the 8. And that match is in the books. So we're going to do a quick shutdown and restart, guys. So make sure if you haven't already, click the like button on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel as well, guys. And on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back in about 5 minutes time. Make sure you got your notifications turned on, guys.